Our Nation Sports Show. Tonight, we break down all of the action from Week 3 in the NFL. During Week 3, there were some shocking, stunning upsets, including in overtime, the Colts surviving, the Ravens in Arizona, the Cardinals beat the Cowboys. There were some dominant victories as well, including San Francisco beating the Giants on Thursday Night Football. On Sunday, after having a hellacious week to start out the week, the Chicago Bears went to Kansas City and they were no match for the defending Super Bowl champion Chiefs. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills had a commanding one-sided victory against the Commanders. If that's not enough, and one of the most shocking one-sided, lopsided victories in NFL history, the Denver Broncos defense was no match for Tua Tagovailoa and his high-flying Miami Dolphins offense. Tonight, we break down all of the stats for the Dolphins' record-setting performance against the Broncos defense. For the 15th consecutive time, the Patriots beat the Jets as Zach Wilson struggles with the Jets. Continue. Also in Week 3, during the Saints and Packers game, Saints starting quarterback Derek Carr suffered an AC joint sprain. He could miss multiple weeks. On Sunday Night Football in Sin City, the Steelers survived the Raiders. On Monday night, it was a doubleheader in the first game. Jalen Hurts and Philadelphia's high-flying offense flew past Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, and in the nightcapper, Joe Burrow and Cincinnati finally got their first victory against Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams. And tonight, it is Week 4 of our prediction battles during this year's NFL season. It's showtime. Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
Hello! Finally, after a little bit of some technical glitches, we are finally live. What's going on, everybody? Our Nation Sports Show is here, and it is Tuesday. You know what that means. You wanted the best. You got the best when it comes to sports talk here on YouTube.com. And look at us. We got a full house tonight, and it is great to be here. Yes, we know we can't see you, and for a lot of reasons, we're glad we can't. But outside of that, we do have a great show for you guys tonight. We got a full house. We also got joining us later at about 8:15 p.m., Mr. Hijacker Mike himself will be joining us once again to bring his NFL picks. We'll be doing ours a little bit early today to accommodate, and we're also because we're going to kick ass and we do what we do. Well, we got a lot of news to get to, and we're going to get to it very shortly here. So with that being said, the ways you can interact with us, of course, youtube.com/Our Nation Sports Show, where we are live right now. Hit us up on there. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Don't forget to interact in the chat with us. The chat's always popping every week, so we can't wait to hear from you guys. Of course, Owen_Sports Show on Twitter, Facebook.com/Our Nation Sports Show, and Instagram.com/Our Nation Sports Show. Don't forget to follow the Nation's Corner at Nation's Corner on Twitter. Everywhere else, The Nation's Corner. Follow them. YouTube as well, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, same time as this show on Saturdays, where they talk all things pro wrestling. And don't forget that, of course, mainly features Tony Justice, Front Row, Deb Housen, and Mongrovian Mike, along with our other cast of characters who talk all things professional wrestling. But also, don't forget to follow my crew at Too Sweet Cosplay across all socials, the Wrestling Cosplay Group, premiere out of Chicago. Right now, we're on a little bit of a break due to the con season taking a little bit of a hit. But hopefully, we'll be back out there, hopefully by the beginning of next year. If not, C2E2 in April. So we'll see you then. All right, enough of my spiel, enough of my shtick. We got a lot to get to and not a lot of time to do it. So with us here in the house, we got with me is my buddy JT, Joey Thornton. What's going on, brother?
What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday evening. If you're in the Carolinas, like most of us are, I bet you're probably enjoying this cool weather. But if you're in any other parts of the world, let's hope it stays cool. But yeah, like Ezra said, we got NFL news to get to. We got NBA to get to, MLB baseball to get to, especially since we are in the last week of the Major League Baseball regular season. Playoffs will be starting up next week. We'll bring you full coverage on that. But in the meantime, let's roll.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And of course, with us back after missing more weeks than Dak Prescott when he injures his toe, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
And I'm kidding, but this is our brother here, the leader of the Niner gang who's rolling in the beginning of the NFL season, the one, the only, KR, Kevin Rory. What's up, man?
what's going on, everybody? Glad to be back. Feeling under the weather last week. The whole family was, but it's good to be back to talk about the NFL up to this point, and man, I can't wait. So let's go.
Oh, yeah, and of course with us, man, is my heavy metal brother from another mother from North Carolina. Man, he was definitely louder than life this weekend because he was at the Louder Than Life Festival, which took place this weekend in Louisville, Kentucky. Of course, if you don't know, that is a big hard rock heavy metal festival put on by Danny Women Presents, which is a great festival, and I would love to attend that one year. But he's back from that, and he's ready to toss the sports with us as always. Big Stevie Wyatt, what's up, man?
Wait. Stop. Hey, we're going to cut the cameras, man, because nobody wants to see us on YouTube, man. Come on. Psych. No, we're not like Fred Durst. We're not assholes. You know, we're just...
Well, speak for yourself.
Oh, we're going to do it our way.
Our way or the highway?
Yeah. We're going to probably break stuff and whatever, you know. And
let's cut the Limp Bizkit references before we lose more viewers. We don't have that many to begin with anyways.
Well, this is true. But anyways, Louder Than Life was amazing. I mean, just the layout of the entire festival was really cool. Like the main stages were side by side, and then the two middle stages were right behind. And then there was a small stage in the very, very back, but just the layout of it was great. All the bands except Limp Bizkit completely rocked it. It was great. Tool, Godsmack, Green Day, 311, Queens of the Stone Age. I mean, you name it. Rancid, Weezer, they all sounded great. Rival Sun sounded great. Flogging Molly sounded great. Foo Fighters sounded great. Just for the most part, can't see nothing better than this festival. This festival is where it's at. I mean, just the layout's awesome. But you know what else is awesome? Coming on here and talking about the world of sports, and man, we got some crazy stuff to talk about from this past weekend in the National Football League and college and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, let's go.
All right, let's do a little deep dive into it. So let's get into real quick before we get into the football talk, which is obviously going to dominate most of this conversation today. Let's get into the other news notes and the other places real quick. First one was the news that we just got about an hour ago, and that is some sad news in that Orioles legend and Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson has passed away at the age of 86 years old. Excuse me. He He's been an integral part of the Orioles family since 1955. According to his statement, he had made 18 All-Star appearances over a 23-year career, a member of the franchise 66 and 70 World Series titles. And he is a legendary. He's known as the human vacuum cleaner. 16 Golden Gloves, which are the second only to pitcher Greg Maddox's for most won by a player at one position. So definitely a huge loss for the Orioles organization. A legend and Hall of Famer gone at the age of 86 years old, that being Brooke Robinson.
I do want to say real quick, you want to talk about the Baltimore Orioles organization? Of course, you're going to talk about, of course, the big legendary man himself, Cal Ripken Jr., but you also got to mention Brooke Robinson. I mean, the dude was a legit Hall of Fame third baseman. I mean, if it wasn't for his amazing play, we wouldn't have had third basemen such as Chipper Jones and Mike Schmidt and all these other amazing third basemen that have played over the years. So, hearts, condolences, and prayers go out to the family of Brooke Robinson. He will be missed.
Absolutely. Since we're going to get into some other quick news, I want to quickly talk about, of course, the hunt for October. And that is, of course, what's going on right now. We have one more week of baseball left. And the races are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. It's really, really getting to be very competitive right now. Of course, a lot of teams on the outside looking in, teams hoping to get wild card spots. Joey, kind of give us a quick encapsulation of the playoff picture at this point.
So, as we all know, as I've brought up over the past number of weeks, one division race is definitely wrapped up, and that is, of course, the National League East, with the Atlanta Braves clinching that division, Lord knows how many weeks ago. But we've got some pretty tight races going on right now in Major League Baseball. And I think one of the tightest right now is a three-way battle in the American League West. We have the Texas Rangers, we have former World Series champion Houston Astros, and we have the Seattle Mariners. Pretty much a three-way deadlock. All three of those teams are, I would say they're within, I would say maybe a game and a half of each other, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So that has definitely been one of the tightest races over the past several weeks in Major League Baseball. And with 1 week to go, like you said, Ezra, races are heating up, spots are getting clinched, spots are getting filled, and people are being left out. And what's really going to sting the most is the way that the baseball playoff format is looking. One of those three teams in the American League West is going to miss out on the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see who it is. I mean, a lot of people are going to want to say, well, Houston don't belong there. I mean, they've had so much success in the playoffs. We can go without them for a season. But it just all depends on who steps up in this final week of the regular season. So it's definitely going to be something to watch out for.
Yeah, and I was checking the wild card right now. The wild card race as of now, if you take a look at it, the AL wild card, obviously you've got Toronto, Tampa Bay, who's clinched their spot, and then right behind them, you have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros, with the Seattle Mariners, who are just on the outside looking in. And then on the NL side, you have Philly, Arizona, and Chicago, the Cubs, who are all competing for that, who are in that NL wildcard section. Miami is only one game out of that play wildcard position to take that third spot from Chicago. And that's one of the big stories, I think, coming out of it is the inconsistency of the Cubs. The Cubs have had rattled off some great wins, including a sweep just last week. But then all of a sudden, they seem to have faltered off a little bit, took some big losses that they should have taken. And now they're trying to hang on to that last wild card spot like it's for dear life. So I mean, and
but at least for these next 3 games, it's not going to be very easy for the Cubs because not only are they facing the 100-win Atlanta Braves, but they're also doing it in Atlanta's home stadium, which is going to be sort of a homecoming for Dansby. So I mean, of course, I don't want the Braves to lose any of the games to Chicago, but if we were to lose at least maybe 1 or 2, it probably wouldn't matter as much. But Chicago, they're going to have to come into this series and play very competitive baseball if they want to remain in this wild card spot. And if they do want to remain in this wild card spot, they're going to have to win at least 2 games in this series.
Yeah, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy against the Braves, trust me. We talk about it all the time on the show. The Braves are the best all of baseball right now, without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion. And to me, it's going to be a hard-fought matchup. Cubs could do it. They just have to play great ball. They have to play consistent ball. That's the problem, is they have not played consistently. And that's something that we'll talk about in the NFL in just a few minutes. But obviously, when it comes down to it, it's going to be interesting to see how that wraps up. Because like I said, basically the only team competing for a wild card spot outside of in the AL section is Seattle. Everybody else is eliminated. Seattle is 5 games.
Yeah.
Seattle's 5 games out looking in, but that doesn't mean anything. Anything could change between now and the next 3 games, obviously, because really, if you look at it, they're only a game and a half back from Houston. So they could take that spot from Houston if Houston were to drop these next few and Seattle were to win these next couple. So it'll be interesting. I'm wondering. This is going to be a very interesting last few games, and I will be keeping an eye on it to see who goes into October into the playoffs. We'll see. But outside of that, I want to get into some NBA news before we get into some of that. Obviously, we got a lot of NFL stuff to get to. There is a couple of NBA news though. It's nothing major, too much, I don't think. Just a few signings, maybe. Let's see here. Oh, here's a joke. Here's a joke for you. A healthy Ben Simmons hopes to return as lead guard for the Nets in 2023 and 2024.
He'll leave the games early.
Yeah, that'll last all of about a month.
I see Kevin shaking his head, and I know he wants to say something so bad. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, Kevin, go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
You've been off for the past 3 weeks. It's time for you to unleash.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben Simmons that'll last all about a week. He might be traded 3 times within that month span. Nobody wants him.
Very good point. Very good point. Here we go. Of course, Adrian Wojnarowski's Twitter is always. Here we go. Free agent Kelly Oubre Jr. is expected to sign a 1-year deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. That was from last week, which he did. So obviously we didn't get to that news last week. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty silent, to be honest with you.
Well, there was I don't know how true it was, but there has been trade offers going around for Damian Lillard, and Philadelphia had put their 2 cents in the trade bucket for Damian Lillard. I don't know what they offered, but they said Philadelphia has contacted Portland about the availability of Damian Lillard, as well as Miami has offered 3 first-round picks and Tyler Hero for guard Damian Lillard. So we'll see if anything brews from that.
Well, I've actually been hearing from ESPN that the Toronto Raptors, as of right now, are considered the front runners to trade for Damian Lillard.
So, interesting.
Yeah, it
I'm
seems
not sure what all they've offered.
Yeah, because originally it was like a 3-team race. It was Philly, it was Chicago, it was Toronto, and unfortunately, the talks between the Bulls and that have kind of died down. So,
but there was a reason it died down, Ezra, and I'm gonna tell you, not a fan of this tactic, but it was the fact that Damian Lillard came out publicly and said, I want to only be traded to Miami, and that's it. If I'm traded anywhere else, I'm not showing up. I don't like the tactic, but it is what it is. So a lot of teams kind of veered back from that, like, I don't want a chance. That's high risk. I don't want to give up something for someone who ain't going to want to play for us.
Yeah, if he's not going to give maximum effort to take a page out of Deadpool's playbook, if you're not going to give maximum effort, then you might as well just not even try to go or not even put your name out there.
Exactly.
And that's
I will say real quick, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Ezra, but rumors are suggesting right now that a potential Toronto Raptors offer for Damian Lillard could include two-time NBA All-Star Pascal Siakam, 2022 NBA Rookie Barnes, forward OG Anunoby, who was eligible for a contract extension, and rookie sharpshooter Grady Dick.
okay. I mean, they're giving up a lot, obviously, but they're getting a superstar in Damian Lillard who can help build that Toronto Raptors team back to prominence. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a lot. Like I said, there wasn't that much in the world of NBA this week, obviously, because it's still off-season time. Obviously, they'll start back until next month, which we can't wait for ourselves, obviously. But we got a lot of NBA news to get into, and we're going to get into that, or NFL news right now. And whew, what a week. What a week, guys.
Yes.
What a week it's been. And we're not going to go over every game because we want to get to a lot of stuff. We got picks and all this stuff to do, and we got Hijacker Mike joining us at the top of the next hour, or at the bottom of the next hour, so close to it anyway. So we would definitely want to get into this stuff here, but a couple of highlight games this week include Thursday with, of course, the 49ers stomping the New York Football Giants 30-12. Once again, the Giants proving that they're just the Giants, typical fashion. But 49ers once again, not a big, very big showing for Brock Purdy this week. 310 yards, 2 TDs, and including some great plays to Christian McCaffrey, 18 carries, 85 yards. Elijah Mitchell had a good game, but Deebo Samuel, 6 carries, 129 yards, and a TD. George Kittle, 7 catches for 90. He had he put that ball out and distributed it very well to his wide receivers and tight ends.
Yes, he did.
Yes. And it's worth noting that those two guys obviously stepped up because Brandon Ayuk was out resting his arm. I mean, out of precaution, he missed Thursday night game because of the short turnaround. So, of course, it was in ball fashion that Deebo and Kittle did their part because McCaffrey, even though he had 85 yards and a touchdown, he was kind of limited because of the workload. Kyle Shanahan trying not to put him in there on the short turnaround, rush him 30 times like Carolina Panthers. That's how they got their fucking running back hurt. So we kind of let him only play half the snaps, bring in Elijah Mitchell. But, yeah, bringing down Deebo and Kittle, it's like the Giants couldn't do it. They didn't know how to tackle. It's like watching Pee-wee leaguers out there trying to tackle a grown-ass man get drug around down the field. And I tell you what, can we please stop this narrative real quick? The fact that, we're going to bring pressure on Purdy. We're going to pressure him. The Giants blitzed 94.8 times in that game. That's literally 9 times out of 10 plays they blitzed. And you know what happened? 310 touchdowns or 310 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. It obviously didn't work. They didn't sack Purdy but twice. It obviously did not work. You were leaving Kittle and Deebo wide open every single damn play. And Purdy was just making the plays, finding the hot route, delivering the ball on time, accurate, score. And defense did what they did. Watching Daniel Jones' face look like he's seen 3 ghosts at one time, fronting the field is absolutely gorgeous. But if there's one thing I can say about this, the Giants are pure garbage. They are hot garbage. This shit about the Cowboys beating the Giants in week 1 means absolutely nothing because I've seen enough from these Giants to realize they are a crock of crap. Like, they might be worse than the Steelers. Like, the 49ers ran over them worse than they ran over the Pittsburgh Steelers, for crying out loud. I mean, but in all fairness, it just goes to show you too. And I know I'm biased a lot of times, but I'm going to call it like it is. The 49ers are the team to beat the NFC. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. As long as they stay healthy, Christian McCaffrey, I mean, he's on pace for a 2,000-yard season if he stays healthy, for crying out loud. So it's them and Philadelphia, and it's everybody else in a fucking crock of crap blender getting blended up to get fed to these guys, because that's what it is. It's a two-team race, and that's just all it is.
Exactly. And Purdy is looking really, really good these first 3 weeks and just not turning the ball over, unlike some quarterbacks still in this league already. Just putting up some great numbers. McCaffrey doing
the only quarterback who hasn't got the only quarterback who hasn't thrown a pick yet.
Yep.
That's all you need.
Yep. That's it. Enough said.
Yeah, absolutely. really just a bad game. And then what about the Colts shocking the Ravens 22-19?
Baltimore laid a huge, massive
4 field goals of 50-plus yards. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, their kicker was absolute fire.
And you know what? It sounds crazy because it was a long field goal attempt, but this how you know great Justin. And this how great you know Justin Tucker is. How dare you miss a 61-yarder, Tucker? How dare you? You make that in your sleep. And it sounds crazy because 61 yards was the previous NFL record. So to say that we're ashamed of him missing that just goes to show you how good Justin
Tucker went. He was just short.
Just short. But the weather, the ball was kind of, hey, somebody might need to check the Colts. They might have deflated the football. Kicking a flat football. I'm not listening with. They got a Patriot on that sideline. Right. But no, in all seriousness, I got to give credit where credit's due. The Colts, Steichen coming over from Philadelphia really has boosted their offense. Let's just say that. They've really gotten a lot better on that offensive line this year, and their defense is playing very well too.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
They've really have really upgraded in a lot of ways, and just overall, I think the Colts are a better team than what they've been the past couple years, especially. I mean, it sucks. Anthony Richardson had to go out with a concussion last week, and he was playing real good last week too.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you.
Oh, real quick, Ezra, I want to say something about that because I didn't get to speak on it last week. But Anthony Richardson, please, for the love of Christ, you're going to end up like Cam Newton. Stop running the fucking football so much and taking hits. You're already missing concussion. Your career is going to be short, dude. Get down, stay in the pocket, and throw the ball. Do not run this guy into the ground, please, because it obviously fucked Cam Newton's whole career up, running him the way that Carolina has ran him, winning them MVPs and this and that. Don't do it.
Exactly.
And I got to give props. Of course, I got to give props to Gardner Minshew.
Oh, definitely.
Gardner Minshew is a guy last year at Jacksonville who was kind of when Trevor Lawrence went down. When Trevor Lawrence went down, Gardner Minshew stepped up and helped get them to at least a playoff, almost a playoff contention. He was really got them in a good record to get them into that next spot and get. And you know what? He's a guy that I think a lot of franchises can depend on as a guy who can step up and make it happen. Obviously, he's not like Brock Purdy, who came in for Jimmy G originally and it turned around the organization, obviously. But still, Minshew's still a guy that the organization like that can depend on to come in clutch situations when their starter goes out, and he can come in and hold the fort as he did last week when they were up by a big lead, but he still kept the fort and was able to garner at least one more touchdown before the game ended, so he sealed the victory. So, I mean, credit to him, guy who's, like I said, the backup to a rookie, and then comes in and like he is this year, comes in and helps the team win another one. So, hey, can't be mad at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Also real quick, we also had the Cleveland Browns beat the Titans 27-3.
This team is so up and down. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, it is a proven fact already through 3 weeks that Ryan Tannehill is not the answer. He is not consistent at all. Not at all. Even with a great receiver in DeAndre Hopkins, but He's not even putting up great numbers already, and they signed him for a couple of years. And Derrick Henry, my goodness, he can't do it all by himself. You're going to run him into the ground.
Do not get this team. 1 week they look like world beaters and playoff contenders, and the next week they look like they belong to Bishop Sycamore. Like Jesus Christ, last year they marched all over the field on the Charger, a good roster, just at will. Now this week, we got sacked 4 times by Miles Garrett. Somebody might want to block that guy. I mean, he's defensive player of the year candidate for a reason. Don't block him. Oh, and by the way, Cleveland, you might want to tell Tennessee, Cleveland had a top 5 in NFL defense. And also, to everyone's surprise, Deshaun Watson coming along had a pretty solid game. I mean,
Watson had a solid game?
I'm very surprised. He came along this game and threw for about 265 and 2 touchdowns. I mean,
yeah.
Put on tape last year, that's for sure. This seems to be dangerous. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I do agree with that. If Deshaun plays well, the Cleveland Browns could be something, man. It's he needs to stay consistent is what he needs to do, and that's I think one of his biggest issues is inconsistency as a quarterback. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time for you to develop that. Obviously, Deshaun Watson's been in the league for a little bit, but sometimes it takes the right coaching staff, the right teammates around you to really be able to showcase who you really are. And I think Deshaun, if he can keep this type of momentum up, I think that the Cleveland Browns could be not a force, but they could be something serious. They have the ability to. They just need to put it all together.
Right.
Exactly.
But also the Lions beat the Falcons 20-6, which
No surprise there.
Not surprised at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Lions. Talk about the Packers barely squeaking by the New Orleans Saints 18-17. A game.
How about the Packers actually having to come back because they were actually down 17-0 at one point, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
They were down 17-0, and Green Bay scored 18 straight points in the fourth quarter to win the game.
Where was the defense? They did not show up at all for fucking New Orleans in that fourth quarter. They're like, oh, we got this lead. Let's go down to Lambeau and let's go out of Lambeau and go have some fried cheese.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing, Alvin Kamara is going to be coming back this upcoming week. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. The return of Kamara.
Yeah, but
maybe that running attack will pick up a little bit.
The offense didn't show up either.
No.
Oh.
They literally just said, you know what? We're up 17-0. Derek Carr gets hurt. Fuck it. We quit too. We're not doing nothing else on offense. They don't even move the ball. Not another first down.
Yeah, and of course, Derek Carr went out with that shoulder injury.
Yeah, Jameis Winston is in line to start this.
Saying he might be out this upcoming week.
And reports did say he could be out for multiple weeks.
Yeah, and that means we get 30 for 30. Jameis Winston, 30 picks and 30 touchdowns. Coming alive for New York.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Hey, what about the Texans coming in big against the Jags, 37-17?
Shocking.
CJ Stroud, man, he's slowly becoming one of the best rookie quarterbacks that we have seen in years and years and years.
All I'm saying is Carolina is kicking themselves in their ass right now. Like, damn it, we skipped over this guy who's had multiple 300-yard passing games to draft this hornswoggle-looking motherfucker out of damn Alabama. Really? Who can't even line up? Come on now. Really?
Yeah, dude, you did say that in the chat last week. Like, the video service that Bryce Young can't even line up properly under center. Like, come on, dude. You're a professional athlete. Come on.
CJ Stroud, 20 for 30, 280 yards, 2 TDs, no picks thrown. Great game for
great stats by the rookie.
And by the way, shout out to Tank Dell for the wide receiver core. 5 catches, 145 yards, 1 touchdown on 7 targets.
Nice.
Big game for Tank Dell. Huge game. But man, I'll tell you this, but CJ Stroud is really showing, as Booker T once said, this kid is showing me something.
Yes.
He's got potential. But Yeah, he really is. And give that kid another year maybe, and I guarantee you, look out. CJ Stroud will come there and kicking ass.
Oh yeah.
He just needs the right components around him to complete the team. Once they do, we might be seeing the Houston Texans making some noise.
Yep.
But also, this is we could spend an hour talking about this, but we don't have an hour. Oh, the Denver Broncos not showing up at all to get stomped. 70.
Oh my
20.
God. So
Yes.
I was at the during the concert after Queens of the Stone Age finished playing their set. My friend Bo calls me. Shout outs to Bo. That's my buddy. Kevin knows Bo. He knows him and his brothers. But Bo calls me and he goes, dude, I know Green Day's fixing to come on, but did you hear about the scores? I said no. He goes, Dolphins beat the Broncos 70-20. And I said, wait, what? Did I hear that right? He said, I was thinking, did you say that again? He said, yep, 70-20. Over 700 yards of offense. I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is mind-blowing. I mean, Tua Tagovailoa and that offense just committed capital murder on Sean Payton's defense. I mean, reporting at 11, we have a crime scene at Hard Rock Stadium that took place today on September 24th, 2023 at Hard Rock Stadium because Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, and the entire Dolphins offense completely murdered the poor Broncos defense.
Yeah, Steven, I don't mean to interrupt you, but look at this stat line.
Crazy.
309 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, but listen to this stat. 23 of 26. That is one hell of a quarterback passer rating for this motherfucker.
Yes.
I'm telling you this now. That is amazing. Only 3 missed catches. Only 3 missed throws from Tua Tagovailoa. 5 rushing touchdowns. Insanity.
Actually, this is the same. Real quick, this is the same Tua that we thought wasn't going to be able to come back this season because of all the concussions that he got last year.
Yeah, Tua was 16 of 16 at halftime with a perfect 158.8 passer rating.
You can't teach better than that. I mean, you cannot play a better perfect half than that. I mean, that is just perfection at its best. I mean, just
you know what? In one breath, let's acknowledge what a great offensive performance, but let's not act like they're the greatest offense of all time. Let's start with what the fuck are you doing, Sean Payton? What the fuck is your defense? Are you playing 2 guys? Like, are there a bunch of Ray Charles blind DBs on the field? Like, you couldn't find the ball, you couldn't stop nobody, you just let everybody run. Them holes were so wide, my trampoline could have fit through them holes to run a touchdown. For crying out loud, this defense has got to be one of the most putridest, ugliest defensive performances in the modern era of the NFL that I have ever seen. Like, I mean, this is awful. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you line the greatest show on turf against this defense, they're putting up 80. If you line the 2009 City Chiefs, they're putting up 80. If you the 07 Patriots, they're putting up 80.
you put the 98 Vikings up against the defense, they're putting up 80 points. I mean,
freaking!
oh my God.
You put the Portage High School Indians from last year against them, and they would beat the freaking Denver Broncos.
Hell, you could put any of the fucking high school football teams up against that defense, including Scotland High School or any of the good Richmond Raider football teams that we had at our high school years ago. Not this team. Good God.
Not this team. This year's team is flat out garbage.
Yes.
Steven, you'll get this reference. Those holes that they made were getting hit so hard, you would think it would be Nia Jax.
Oh God! Whoa! Whoa!
Yes.
And you know what? I got to feel bad for the state of Colorado because they witnessed a double homicide on back-to-back nights.
Yes, they did.
Colorado got the shit blown out of them by Oregon,
Then turns around the next night, and then the Denver Broncos said, "Here, hold my beer. We're gonna do worse."
Yes. I forgot about
Oh my
that.
God!
Oh, that was
Wow.
horrible.
It's
I
like Russell
forgot
Wilson
about
seen.
that.
It's like Russell Wilson seen what Colorado did and said, "Here you go, prime time. Hold on, hold my beer. I'll go out there and show you." And it was just ugly.
It went from no prime time to no show time.
Oh my
Oh.
God!
The
It
Denver
was
Broncos no
disaster.
showed that entire game.
All I can hear in my head is Danny Glover, the actor who played Jordan Knox in the Angels in Outfield remake in '94, him giving that speech to the team going, "You don't think as a team, you don't win as a team, you don't even lose as a team.
Lose as a team.
You got your head so far up your butts, you can't even see the light of day." It was.
I was gonna say when you're making that reference, I was thinking it was gonna be Danny Glover when he asked him about a new lethal weapon, and Sean Payton saying, I'm too old for this shit.
I mean, it was a disaster. I mean,
yes, and also
Broncos
like
country is definitely on all four flat tires. It is a disaster in Broncos country.
Not even the Walmart Auto Center could fix their problems.
Yes, and also like George Knox later on was telling the owner saying, "I can't win with these guys. Nobody can."
I think the Denver Broncos should be sold more than the Oakland A's.
Yes,
They don't have it.
It's just listen, real quick, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. It's just mind-boggling. Listen to Sean Payton run his mouth about, Nathaniel Hackett, the worst coaching job I've ever seen performed. Well, talk about calling the kettle black, why don't you? Because Jesus Christ, what was this shit Sunday? I mean, good Lord. Talk about a bad coaching performance. Your whole team looked like they didn't wake up out of the damn. They look like they didn't even go to Miami. They must have been on Miami Beach somewhere partying because they weren't at the damn football game. Holy shit, dude.
Awful. I mean, just an awful performance. Putrid.
Yeah.
Didn't even try.
Yeah. We could go on and on about this game, but we got to move on. Unfortunately, it's been fun ragging on it, but Chargers beat the Vikings 28-24 in a very close matchup. So we had that going. Another Kirk Cousins loss. 0-3 are the Vikings this year.
And coincidentally, all three losses are by single digits.
Yeah, luck's not falling their way this year.
Nope.
Patriots beat the Jets 15-10.
Yep. Death, taxes, and Patriots beat the Jets. 3 guarantees in life.
Yeah, I found a quarterback opening on Indeed for the New York Jets quarterback job. If anybody wants it.
Hey,
I got to do a show up Monday.
yeah. The Bills, I'm sorry, Joey, absolutely killed the
Bless your heart.
Hey, I mean, it's okay. I'm not in bad spirits. I mean, yeah, Sam Howell did throw 4 interceptions, and yes, he did get sacked 9 times, but
9.
Well, to be fair,
Buffalo, they were just looking to wake up, but at least we didn't get the worst beating of the week last week, so
No.
I'm happy about that.
Oh, yeah,
Kevin. It goes to another time we're going to be talking about here in just a minute.
No, actually, the worst beating of the week is actually not my team because we lost to a Super Bowl team compared to getting stopped out by 50 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually wasn't the one I was talking about. I was talking about it beating out in the desert.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit here too. Actually, we're getting to that here in just a minute. Seahawks beat the Panthers 37-27.
give up 27 to the fucking Panthers.
With Andy Dalton as the starter since Bryce Young didn't even play.
The people give up
27
to the fucking Panthers.
So good. Oh man. And then here we go. The Cardinals finally rising above and beating the Dallas Cowboys 28-16. I will leave this with you guys.
1-7 by the Cowboys in the last 8 games against Arizona.
What's up, William?
You mean to tell me that a team as dominant as Dallas, who everybody was saying, oh, Micah Parsons is a true defensive player of the year. Ain't nobody going to run on this Dallas defense. Dallas is going to steamroll over everybody to go win the Super Bowl this year. You mean to tell me that was that same team that got beat by 12 points to Arizona? Please, give me a break. But, Kevin, I know you got some stuff to say. So, Kevin, the floor is yours, brother.
Well, Cowboys fans been pretty like crickets here in the room. All I hear is crickets chirping because the way they were talking last week, you think the Cowboys were going to be the 2007 Patriots going 18-0 or some shit. You think they were going to hang a banner up there for not ever losing. You think they were the greatest show on turf. You think they're the greatest defense of all time in NFL history by a mile. And then the game started. And when I tell you Arizona, who is trying to lose, mind you, they blew a 28-7 lead against the Giants, mind you. They literally are 0-2 in this game, mind you. They beat the shit out of the Cowboys like they stole something. Like they beat the dog shit out of them. That was the worst beating of the week because the Cowboys were 15 points favorites and lost by double digits. So they missed the spread by 30-something points because of how bad they got beat. And you know what it starts with? Yeah, is Dallas's defensive pass rushers, are they great? Yes, they are. Lawrence and Micah, great pass rushers. The problem is, you know how you neutralize a pass rush? You beat their ass physically like they stole something and run the fucking ball. And Arizona did all of that. Props. Jonathan Gannon ain't shit about a lot of stuff, but by him being the Philadelphia D coordinator the last 2 years, he has grown to accustom to know what this Dallas offense likes to do. And you know what he said? He came into this game, he said, we know how to beat them. Make Dak play quarterback. Simple. Don't turn the ball over. Let's move the ball. Make Dak play quarterback. So what happens? It's all about moments. It's not about games like Stephen A. Smith said. It's all about moments. What happens? Arizona protects the ball. They run the ball all over them. Micah Parsons looking like he lost something. He's out there like he lost his wallet. He's running around left and right. Couldn't find the damn ball. The secondary is putrid without Trayvon Diggs. Oh my God, they can't play man coverage. And then it was time. The Dallas defense kept them around enough for them to have a chance. And you know what happens? They drive the field. Dak is moving it. Oh, they're in the red zone, which they're already 1 of 5 in the damn red zone, one of the worst red zone offenses in the NFL. And you know why that's from? Because you let Ezekiel Elliott walk, who was your best red zone back, by the way. Oh, we don't want him. And now look where your offense is. But then you go out there and Dak does what Dak does best. Triple coverage, not single, not double, triple coverage. You throw an interception in the end zone. Oh, and by the way, the linebacker who intercepted you looked you right in your face before the play and said you was a fucking bum. And you turn around and throw an interception and ended the game because Arizona beat you like you stole something from them. This was the typical Dallas's offense is getting exploited, and that's exactly what it was. They can't stop the run whenever you try to out-physical them and bully them. They can't stop that. The only problem with that is the two teams Dallas hopes to get by on their way to their Super Bowl, the 49ers and the Eagles. There's one thing that both of these teams do, and they hang their hat on, and that's in the trenches. They will bust your ass. Hell, Philadelphia has the Berlin Wall as an offensive line, for crying out loud. They're going to run the damn ball. And the 49ers have the best playmaker or the best play caller in the game on run plays, running the damn ball down your damn throat. So you know what, Dallas, you're in for a long season because as long as you don't stop their run and as long as Dak Prescott is Dak Prescott, sorry, dude, you're not getting past the divisional round again. And I stand on that. If you play Philadelphia or San Francisco today, you would not even come within one score of neither one of them teams. And I'm being truthful.
And I will end this right here with this right here. This is where Dak Prescott's interception streak starts right now. Congratulations, Dallas. You suck.
All right. Real quick, before we continue on, I want to say news that came out about a half hour ago. We talked about the Jets needing a quarterback. Well, they signed somebody to the practice squad. That being none other than former Denver Broncos quarterback Trevor Siemian.
Choke artist.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Go even to visceral. I love it.
Venom. Love it.
What?
Love it.
Anyways,
love it.
yep.
Love it.
Chiefs stopped the Bears 41-10. We are who they thought they were. They suck. Moving on.
Yes.
That team organization is trash. That team is trash. I don't expect anything else, but whatever. Steelers beat the Raiders 23-18. Raiders are in turmoil.
Jimmy Garoppolo is not the answer for the Raiders. I mean,
well, he's not going to be the answer for at least 2 weeks because he's got a concussion. So,
yep. And Devontae Adams wants to get the hell out of there, and I do not blame him.
And then what was one of their players got put into fucking psychiatric treatment?
Yep, Chandler
Jones.
Yeah, Chandler Jones.
Yeah. Yep. But you know what? I'm sorry to say this, and I wish him well. But hell, playing for an organization that dysfunctional will probably do that to you.
Yeah, it's sad but true.
I'm praying for his best. Josh McDaniels needs to go back to deflating footballs because this ain't it. Coaching is not his thing.
That's the only chance the Raiders have of winning football games is to deflate the balls. And he threw 45 touchdowns this season. I wonder why, because you deflated the balls.
Hell, the way he was scared to call for a 4th down play in the red zone and just kick a damn field goal makes you think his balls have been deflated. Because why the heck damn ball when you got to score a touchdown either fucking way? Go for it.
God.
We call that a Bill Belichick.
Yep.
That's what's known as a Bill Belichick. So,
yep.
Okay, then we had the 2 Monday night games to cap it off for the week, and that is the Eagles taking care of the Buccaneers 25-11. Multiple members of the team playing with the flu.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts had flu-like symptoms in that game. While also it was revealed that other team members have also been under the weather as well.
Oh.
But I tell you what was great about that performance was their running game that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got their own Swift and Kelsey
once again shines.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the Chiefs. Let's get into that for one quick second. And of course, at the Chiefs game, Travis Kelce had a supporter in the VIP suite box. And that was
Lord.
other than Miss Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was there with Travis Kelce, and because of that, and because of them appearing together as well at the end of the game, leaving together, his jersey sales have spiked over 400%.
I wonder why.
And also, let me add on to that. To Rob Gronkowski's approval, the amount of yards that Travis Kelce got in that game, coincidentally, it was 69.
And to even throw more smoke on the fire, the suit that he was wearing that night was called 1989.
Oh my God!
Which happens to be a Taylor Swift album title.
Oh.
Don't worry, the next album will be called 2023, and it's when Kelce breaks Taylor's heart. That'll be the next album.
And then you should write a song about him too.
Oh my God!
You'll write a whole fucking album about him.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That goes back to the Monday night game. Listen, that goes back to the Monday night game now because Philadelphia has their own Swift and Kelce duo as Jason Kelce the center and DeAndre Swift the running back. Good God, that man was running through holes
going around
open.
social. I was just about to bring that up. There was a picture going around social media showing, of course, Jason Kelce and DeAndre Swift jersey with the caption up above. I mean, these two are screwing each other. I was like,
they're screwing other teams' run defenses right now. Honestly,
listen, guys. Listen, guys. I don't want to get any bad blood from all the Swifties, so I'm not going to talk about them anymore. It would just be a mistake after all to talk about Taylor Swift after all. You don't want to get into that realm with the Swifties, okay?
No,
exactly, because my wife for one thing be yeah.
I mean, don't be
No,
they'll be like, look what you made me do. So I don't want that to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife
There's
would be
always
really
listen.
offended.
There's always a positive. At least he ain't dating a Kardashian.
This is true.
Oh
I know
God!
Patrick Mahomes is happy about that.
Well,
Jeez.
that'd be worse.
then again, every sports athlete has dated a Kardashian, and I'm talking every sports athlete.
Yep.
Yeah, they done been through. They done been ran through like the
Oh.
Miami Dolphins end zone.
Oh, sorry, Broncos defense.
Sorry, not sorry.
Not.
Ouch.
Oh,
The
boy.
joke that joke was more wide open than the receiver's hands in that Denver game. God.
Oh God.
Tyreek Hill was having so Tyreek having he thought it was like a fucking giveaway. He thought he was like a giveaway. He was having so much fun he thought it was a giveaway at the Oprah Winfrey show. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Everybody
You get a touchdown. Everybody gets a touchdown.
Oh my. Anyways.
Oh boy. Anyways,
guys. I know Hijacker will be joining us in about 10
and
minutes.
real quick, and then also the nightcapper with the Bengals beating the Rams. I mean, Joe Burrow, injured calf and all. I don't know what's going on. This offensive line is going to kill him by the end of the season. Now, the defense did show up, but come on, this is Matthew Stafford. This is the Rams offense, and he threw 2 picks in this game. The defense showed up, got him a victory. Well done, I guess. But you got to protect him because Burrow did not have a clean game. This was a ugly, ugly game, and they squeaked out a victory 19-16.
Yeah, it was definitely ugly. But keep in mind, Jamar Chase finally had him a game that he could finally look back and say, hey, I did pretty good after combining for 10 receptions and 70 yards the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
He takes off. Last night, he gets 12 receptions for 141 yards, but still no touchdown.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
But at least the yards was better. Yep.
Absolutely.
What's up, William? How you doing, sir?
William, good to hear from you, brother. Hope all is well. We got the picks now, ladies and gentlemen, and these picks are going to be interesting this week. These picks are sponsored by Trenda Lifestyle Tips. If you want to live a lifestyle that you're accustomed to, follow Trenda and her advice.
oh my Lord.
By the way, shout out to our girl
I
Trenda.
can't.
Our girl Trenda, who's been helping out not only with Nation's Corner but also Mission Pro as well. Catch her every Thursday, Mission Pro Unmatched, with her and Front Row as they go over Mission Pro news, including flashbacks of Mission Pro wrestling stuff. Speaking of Mission Pro, real quick plug: October 21st, TitleMatchNetwork.com and live in San Antonio, Texas. It is Mission Pro Thriller. And what a great card, including Tiffany D. Evans defending Mission Pro title against Christina Marie, Maya World taking on Izzy Moreno, the Open Casket Challenge with JP Harlow taking on Black Swan, and so much more. Go to MissionProWrestling.com for all your info, including on how to get tickets if you are in the San Antonio area, and sign up. And if you can't be there, sign up for Title Match Network. Only $9.99 a month, and you get to watch every Mission Pro event, past, present, and future. So definitely check that out that night, October 21st. So wanted to throw that in real quick. But let's get going. We got picks, guys. It is that time of the year again. And oh man, I can't wait.
And before we get to that, I know Joey has some numbers to rattle off from last week's picks.
Yes, he does. Go ahead, Joey.
Indeed I do, real quick. And like I mentioned last week, since Steven and Ezra decided they wanted to copy each other's picks, winners, Steven and Ezra were the winners last week, both of them going 11-5 last week. I finished one game behind them at 10-6, and Kevin finished 500. He went 8-8.
Hey, Basura.
Yep.
So overall records will be coming up in just about a month and a half. Keeping you guys guessing.
Yep.
Absolutely. So let's do it, boys. Pick
go.
time.
Yep, let's go ahead and do this.
Yep, and we're gonna start it off.
off. Yep.
Okay.
You go ahead, Ezra. You got
Okay.
this one.
All right, man. We're gonna start off with a Thursday game. Obviously, Amazon Prime Video exclusive. You gotta love that. It is an NFC North showdown between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau.
I don't know what to do about this one. I mean, the Packers are showing that they are a threat, but at the same time, I mean, Detroit's going to be as of right now, Detroit is considered the favorite to win this game. So I don't know. This could be a tough one to start out. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go with a hot hand. I'm going Detroit in this one. I think the Lions are going to go into Green Bay and squeak out one. I'm going to go 26-20.
This is a tough one because it's not only about the teams, but also Lambeau Field is a very hard field to play in because of the noise, because of the fans. It's a very, very tough field to play in. Trust me, as a Chicago fan, I know. Not only because of Aaron Rodgers and the team, but also because it is a very, I won't say hostile, but a very loud environment. It kind of reminds me of the 12th man in Seattle.
Yep.
Back in their heyday.
Yep.
William has the Lions 24-17.
I'm gonna give the Lions 24-20. I'm gonna go a little bit closer.
You know what? I don't think it matters. I watched the Lions in Week 18 go in there last year in Lambeau, take care of business with Aaron Rodgers, and put them on their couch. I'm going Lions 24-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Like
gonna
that.
go with Detroit in a close one. I'm gonna go 23-20.
Okay.
All right. And coming up next, we have our first international game of the season.
Yes,
live
it is.
from Wembley Stadium in London, England. It is Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons going up against Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is a tough game to call.
And unlike all Indians, Kendrick will not be disputed.
No, this.
It's going to be the Falcons versus the London Jaguars because they always play in London every year. I'm going Falcons. I think Bijan a little too much. Falcons 27, Jaguars 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, as he does, just like at every AEW show, there is a run-in. Every match, running, and running in this time is Hijacker Mike.
What's going on, bro? The screen froze.
Yeah, he froze.
He
froze.
Yep, there you are. You're good.
Froze like
Am I
the Dallas
froze?
offense.
Am I back? Oh shit!
The screen froze like the Dallas offense.
I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
brother.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You just got no
All right, well.
picture. Oh, there you are.
Okay. I
There
should
you
be,
are.
but shit, it got me on all 4 bars, 5 bars.
Yep, we're good.
fucking
Yep. We're good.
Elemental P and all that bullshit.
Yep, we're good.
All right, what's happening?
Not much.
What's happening?
Just
Hijacker?
giving our picks.
We just got started on the picks, man. We're 2 games in so far.
I'm going to go with Atlanta in this one. It's going to be close. I'm going to go Atlanta 24-17.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Atlanta as well. I'm gonna go Atlanta 27-18. I'm gonna give a little bit of an odds.
And William's going to pick the Jags in this one 21-10.
Oh, well, believe it or not, I'm actually going to go against the grain. I'm picking Jacksonville in this one.
Okay.
All right.
I think the Jaguars are going to do just enough to pull one out. So I'm going to go Jacksonville 24, Atlanta 17.
All right. Same score as mine. Interesting. but opposite. Or 21-17. Sorry, I had 24. Yeah. Hijacker, who you got?
Atlanta and Jaguars, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I have Atlanta 21-10 on that game.
Same score as William, but the opposite team winning. Interesting.
What about? I was gonna say, what about Green Bay and Detroit?
Green Bay and Detroit, I have a close game with Green Bay winning that one 17-14.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, next game.
Hijacker going against the grain.
Yes, very much. All right, next game is going to be a hell of a battle. It is the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo.
Oh, baby. This is going to be a shootout.
It's going to be hard.
Give me
This
Buffalo.
one is going to be hard.
Give me Buffalo in this one, 37-34. Game-winning field goal.
You said Miami or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
It's going to be high scoring. It's going to be a fucking shootout.
Ooh.
This is tough.
Yeah,
Man, this one is
I'm going against the
rough.
grain. This is my game of the week. I'm going Miami 28-27 over Buffalo in Buffalo.
Oh, 1 point affair.
Yes.
Nice score. I'm going to go Buffalo because I think they got the better defense. I got a close one. I'm going to go Buffalo 34-30.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that score. Williams got the Bills 35-30.
You know what? I'm going to go. It's going to be a close one. It's a toss-up. I'm going to go the Bills. Get this score. I'm going to Bills on a game-winning field goal, 50-47.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh.
It's highly possible with both of these teams.
Shootout.
It's going to be a high score.
Shootout.
I mean, no defense played at all.
Nope.
Nope.
You know what? I would go against the grain on this one, but I'm not liking Miami up in Buffalo, so I'm gonna go with Buffalo in this one. I'm gonna go on a game-winning field goal, 47-45.
Whoa. Nice score.
Nice. Okay. I don't disagree with that.
Nice.
All right. Moving on. Now we've got Minnesota. This should be an easy one. Minnesota Vikings versus the Carolina Panthers.
I don't know. Both teams.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
The O
that.
for show. The O for show.
No, for sure.
The race to 0-4. Tank for Caleb Marathon starts now.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You know what? Give me the Vikings in this one. I think the Vikings are finally going to find the win column for the first time this season, obviously. So give me Minnesota in this one. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 27-10.
Vikings, don't let me down. Do not let me down. I'm going to go with the Vikings in a close game.
Don't get your favorite team.
Oh, come on. Come on. Don't bullshit me. I'm going to go with the Vikings 20-17.
27-10 Vikings over the Kitty Cats.
You know what?
My exact same score.
You know what? This is Kirk Cousins at 1 o'clock, a.k.a. Mr. Peyton Manning. So I'm going Captain Kirk 38-21 over the Kitty Cats. We know how Kirk Cousins plays at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Well, this is my garbage game of the week, but the team in football right now, I have them winning this 24-14.
You cut out. Who you got winning 24-14?
The Vikings, the
Vikings.
best defeated team 0-3 of the NFL season so far.
I wanted to call this the garbage game of the week because we got another one that's a very strong candidate for garbage game of the week.
Yeah, this is one of them because it's the Ofers playing each other. That's the only way.
Well, speaking of which, let's talk about that dumpster fire that's going to happen.
Oh, by the way,
Denver going
by the way, fuck you,
to
Joey.
take on the Bears.
You know what? I say we vote to have this game flexed to Wednesday at 3 a.m.
Yeah, because this will cause this game. If you're a Bears fan, will cause you narcolepsy.
You know what? I'm going to start this one out. I think the Broncos somehow get that tire inflated enough to roll on past the Bears. I'm going Broncos 16-15.
I'm going.
Look at this. I love this. Williams he wrote Pantera in an upset 10-3. Respect. Walk.
Man, that's a vulgar display of power.
Yes, it is. And it's definitely far beyond
anyways, I gotta go. You know what? I live by the sword. I die by the sword.
By the sword.
Chicago. This one, I'm gonna go. It's not gonna be high scoring. I'm literally gonna go. It's literally gonna be like 13-7.
All right, you going with the Bears?
All right, I got.
He's going with the Bears. Yes.
All right, that's right. I got Denver 24-21 on this one. Close game, but
Okay.
I think they're going to be embarrassed from that shellacking from Miami last week. Wilson's going to actually sling a couple of touchdowns.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good about it. I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one. Again, do not let me down, damn it. I'm going with the Broncos 24-16.
You know what? Oh. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Bears. I mean, because, well, actually, no. Sorry. Take that back. I'm going with the Broncos in this one. I'm going to go
Changing up in
18-17
mid-sentence, huh?
Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah, Broncos 18-17.
Oh, same score as the Packers-Saints game last week.
Yep.
Yeah, too bad it won't end the same way.
William has the Bears 20-17.
Oh, and by the way, no, I'm not bitter at all.
Next.
Next is Baltimore versus Cleveland in Cleveland.
Oh, this is going to be a slugfest. I like Baltimore in a close one. I'm going to go 21-20 game-winning field goal.
I'm going to go a little further out. I think Baltimore is going to come ready to play in this one. I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one. I'm going to go 27-14.
Ooh,
very similar score, Joey. Very similar score for me. 27-17.
Okay.
I'm obviously going with Baltimore.
I will go with Cleveland. I'll go with Cleveland on this one, 21-17. This win will be for the former Oakland and Cleveland coach, Hugh Brown, who is now currently with Grambling.
Same score as William had for the previous game. He's got the Browns this one, 20-17.
You know, I don't feel good about this because I know statistically Cleveland has the best defense in football right now. But I just think both defenses are good. I think this is going to be a defensive slugfest. I think Baltimore makes a couple more plays, and Justin Tucker is going to avenge his missed 61-yarder. And I think Baltimore wins 16-13.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, next game. Next game is Steelers and Houston in Houston.
This is going to be a kind of a tough one to pick.
Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans on this one. I'm going to go Texans 26, Pittsburgh 20.
Ooh, good score. Good score.
All right. I'll go with the team that won in their new home called Las Vegas last week. Pittsburgh 24-17. Because
You know what?
if you look at the highlights from last week's game, there was more Pittsburgh terrible towels waving. So I'm going to stick with Pittsburgh this week again.
This is true. Go ahead,
I'm actually going to go with Ezra on this one. I think the Texans pull out the upset against Kenny. Yes, they can pick it, because that's all he does is throw picks. I think the Texans step up. CJ has another phenomenal game. Tank Dell goes off. I think it's going to be a slugfest, but I got the Texans in the upset 2017.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, I'm going to go with the Texans as well. I'm going to go 24-16.
Williams got the Oilers. Throw back to their previous name. He's got the Oilers, the 25-17. I'm gonna go with the Texans. I like the Texans in this one. It's gonna be a pretty good game, I think. I got Houston winning on a game-winning touchdown, 28-24.
Well, technically, the Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Titans.
Yep. That is technically correct.
All right. Next game we got is the Rams going to Lucas Oil Stadium to take on the Colts.
Oh, boy.
This game's hard to predict, but you know what? I'm going to say the Colts. I think the Rams going on the East Coast. Stafford, after having another horrible outing, all these damn picks, he started to look like Jimmy Garoppolo. I think the Colts with the upset. Their defense prevails. I think the Colts 24-20.
You know what? I like that score. I'm going to go a little similar. I'm going to go the Colts 27-23.
27-24 Colts.
So all three of you guys are going to go with the Colts. I'm going to go with the Colts also. I'm going to go 30-21 Colts.
Okay.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going with San Diego, LA Chargers 31-21 over the Colts.
It's got the Rams over the Colts. Let's see, Williams got the Colts 21-14.
Okay. All right, next game is Tampa Bay Bucs taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Oh boy, this
Is Carr playing?
No, I don't think he is.
But
Tampa Bay 22.
But Alvin Kamara will be back.
You said 22-13, Mike? I think he cut out. I got his score. I think he said 22-13, Tampa.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, yeah, he's breaking up.
Yeah, 22-13 Tampa, if you guys can hear me.
Yep, got you now.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm going to go with the Bucs. I don't feel good about it. I'm going to go with the Bucs 24-14.
I'm going to go with the Bucs as well. Even with the return of Alvin Kamara this week, I don't think Kamara's going to be ready to jump in, make offensive plays like right away. I'm going to go with the Bucs in this one. I'm going to go 27-19.
Ooh, odd score. Nice.
Yeah, I think this too is going to be a slugfest of a defensive game because the Saints and the Bucs got a pretty good defense. But of course, your boy 30 for 30, Jameis, gonna throw up his one touchdown and one pick because that's what he does best. So I'm going to Buccaneers on a game-winning field goal, 17-14.
Okay.
Like it. Nice.
I like it.
He's got the Mayfields 30-16.
I'm gonna go against Green. I'm gonna go to Buccaneers. I'm gonna go 27-20. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Next
Next game your Joey's Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly.
Warning, reporting at 11, we have an ass whipping alert. Ass whipping alert, Philadelphia 30 to 10.
30, I'm going right now.
Oh, no.
34 to 10.
30 to 10 for me, Philadelphia.
Philly.
You guys are too quick to judge because keep in mind, when Philly was undefeated last year, who was the team that beat them on Philadelphia's home field to stop that undefeated streak?
The Commanders.
That's right. It was Washington. It was Washington
Yep.
that beat them last year on their home field. But with that being said, the Eagles, they are undefeated, but after this week, they're going to stay undefeated. Sorry, Washington. I hate to go against you, but I got to. Give me Philadelphia in this one. I'm going 27-20.
You know what? I like the challenge they present because Philadelphia's pass offense has been really lackluster, so I think it continues to be lackluster. I think they beat the Commanders. I think the Eagles go 24-6. I just think Sam Howell got a rude awakening from a good defense. He's playing an even better defense this week.
Williams got Philadelphia 35 to 10.
Yeah. Eagles 37-16.
All right.
Man, y'all are showing no mercy.
Hey, I showed a little bit.
A little bit.
We know Kevin doesn't show any mercy, especially in the whenever we get to that one game.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But right now we got to go to Tennessee because we got to go to Nashville because the Bengals are taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, this is such a hard game to pick because, I mean, on one hand, Tennessee one week looks really, really good, and then the next couple weeks they look like the drizzling shits. So with that being said, I don't feel good about it because the offensive line for the Bengals is putrid at best. I'm going to go with the Bengals in a close one. I'm going to go 20-16.
You know what? The Bengals defense proved to me that they are still big time after watching last night, even with their losses. I'm going Cincinnati, even with one leg or without any legs for Joe Burrow. Give me Cincinnati 23-6.
Ooh, no mercy for Tennessee.
Give me
the score on them.
Give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals 28.
Yeah, I got
28-13 Bengals.
Okay.
I got the Bengals 20-10 on this one.
Ooh, no mercy for the Titans.
Okay.
I got the Bengals 30-6.
Whoa, even more worse than Kevin's score. And William has Cincinnati 24-17.
Okay. All right. Next one is the first 4:05 game, afternoon game on that late afternoon game, and that is the Raiders taking on the Chargers.
This game could go either way, but I'm going to go with the Chargers. Again, Chargers, do not let me down. Do not charger it up like you always have been known to, because this Raiders team is hot garbage. And with that being said, I'm going to go with Justin Herbert, 28, Raiders 7.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They're going to need Jesus after this week.
Yeah,
you know what?
Give me the Chargers also. You know what? I'm not showing any mercy whatsoever. 37-3.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow. Hot tamale. Damn it, boy. Who you got?
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah.
All right, I had to turn.
Oh, no. Ezra, go ahead.
My dear.
I think we got you. Go ahead.
All right. I have the Chargers 24-13 as I chug a fifth of Hennessy and pour out some for Garoppolo because he'll throw another 3 interceptions.
That is if Garoppolo even plays.
Oh my God! You know what?
What you got, Kev?
I think this is going to be the day that Devontae Adams takes his shirt off and pulls Antonio Brown and quits on this damn team. Because I think the Chargers are going to win this game 28-11.
Whoa, look at that
Look at that score. Wow.
Look
Got
at
a safety
that
in there?
score.
Yeah, Jimmy G. The G stands for good God Almighty. Help this offense.
That's right. Who you got?
Give me the fucking Chargers. Give me the Chargers 23-12.
Hey, being on that
Score.
being on that offense will put me in the nut house too. Jesus Christ.
Well, let me ask you all this real quick. How long does it take Adams to turn into Antonio Brown for the Raiders again here?
I say give him about third quarter.
Because he showed
Yeah.
signs. He
I think
showed
about
signs
that
at the
more.
end of the game last week, man. He showed signs.
And William has the Bolts 35-17.
Jesus, that's generous.
Very, very generous.
Generous.
Yeah. Next.
Next game, New England Patriots taking on the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium.
Jesus Christ, this game.
The revenge of Zeke. The revenge of Zeke.
You know what?
swear,
I'm
what
actually
is
gonna
Zeke?
go get. You know what? I'll take first pick.
Zeke goes in there, gets about 150 yards rushing and like 2 touchdowns.
You know what? Give me this. I'll take this. New England, and this is a legitimate score, by the way. New England 23, Dallas 14.
Wow.
Ow.
Hot
Okay.
pick.
Okay.
Hot pick. God,
That's
this game.
it's all about seeing what Dak the Hack does.
You know what? I can't on the Sunday before they play the 49ers. I can't have them losing. I'm going Dallas, but I think it's going to be a close game. I got Dallas 24, New England 20.
You know what, Kev? Same score as me, 24-20. Dallas.
I got
Y'all
Dallas
set 'em up,
35-14.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys in this one. I'm gonna go 18-13.
What? Look at that score. Wow. William has the Cowboys 21-20. Interesting score there, William.
Okay.
Interesting.
Next game, Arizona going to take on the San Francisco 49ers.
Demolition Derby.
Santa Clara.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And with that
This
being
is true.
said, I'm going to go with the Niners in a. You know what? I'm going to go San Francisco. I'm going to go 28-13.
34-3. San Francisco.
Wow.
I like the story of Arizona. I like the hard-fought Cinderella win they got last week, but this ain't last week. Give me San Francisco, Santa Clara. Hell, it could be the Richmond County Raiders. I don't give a damn. The Richmond County 49ers. I don't care. The 49ers are going to win this game 30 again. Another 30 piece, 30-10.
Ooh.
By the way,
I could see that.
What they think that slow and steady was the race Arizona does.
William throwing down the gauntlet. 49ers 40-17.
Hey, what's the day? They think it's slow and steady wins the race. What do they think? They think they're Aesop with these fables?
You know, if I really wanted to show no mercy whatsoever, I would take this game and give it
You
the
are an asshole.
support that I'm working on a game right now. You see, I'm playing a little bit of college football right now, and right now I'm playing a game where I'm winning 78-0 right now. So I would probably give this game that score, but I'm not gonna go that harsh.
Oh, well then what's going to be your score there, pal?
Then I'm gonna go with the 49ers in this one. I'm gonna go 41-7.
Oh,
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody can score next or hijacker.
27-14 Santa Clara.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. Next game is
Sunday Night Football.
Yep, Monday. No, actually, it's Sunday night. Yeah.
Yes, Sunday Night Football.
Yep. Chiefs going to New York, New Jersey, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Shadows of New York City, to take on the Jets, Jets. We suck.
I am so sorry, MetLife Stadium is in the shadows of New York City. There is going to be another mass murder in your ugly stadium this season. That's why I'm going outright Kansas City 40-3.
Might as well be that way. I mean, it is Halloween time.
Oh God.
I swear to God, they get the luckiest shit to make their defense look good. Beat up on these little tiny ass teams. First, you beat up on the poor little Bears offense. Now you get the fucking Zach Wilson Jets. Yeah, give me the Chiefs 36-3.
Wow.
Yeah, I am not gonna give, of course, show any mercy to the New York Jets. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I want to say this final score. You know what? I'm gonna say it anyway. 48-0.
God. And William, did you mean 35-3 or did you really mean 350-3? What the hell?
Press the 0 on the keyboard. Give me the Chiefs.
You picked the Chiefs to
Give me
win
the Chiefs 31. Give me the Chiefs 31-7.
Oh, that's great.
That's
350-3. I love it.
That's the same score I picked there too. That's a 31-7, as this will be my continued drinking through the afternoon game of the day.
Hey, guess what? I'm actually off this Sunday because I requested it off for mainly Wrestle Dream. So maybe I'll be drunk and I can enjoy Wrestle Dream a little bit more than I think I will.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
It gets me through Tony Khan's inconsistent booking.
But to finish off week 3, we're back to just one Monday night game this week. We got Seattle going into MetLife to take on the Giants.
I'm gonna go Geno Smith in Seattle. I'm gonna go 24-10.
Just like when Geno had a defender in his face a few weeks ago. Oh my God! Seattle wins this one. I'm gonna give this one. Give me this one. I would say 24-18. It's gonna be. It's
going a little close in this one.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're gonna play a little better this week. The Giants will.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah, you know what?
Right.
He meant 35, by the way, Joey. But that 350-3 was hilarious. He's got.
That sounds accurate, though.
Yeah, Steven, you said the Seahawks, right?
Yes.
All right, this is my score. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm going to go Seahawks 27-10.
Look at this, Williams. He knows us very well, including his own son Randy. He's got the Sea Chickens, 24-10.
Yeah, that's accurate. But okay, I'm gonna give y'all my score and I'm gonna log on off for tonight. But I got the Sea Chickens or the Sea Buzzards, but I think it's gonna be closer because the Seabirds defense is atrocious. You gave up 27 to fucking Carolina with a backup. So I think Daniel Jones is going to score a little bit. I got the Sea Buzzards winning 27-17.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I got those Seagulls winning this one 24-17, which I may stop drinking because I probably will have a headache by the time this fucking game.
Give me real quick before Kevin logs off. Give me Seattle. Like I said, Seattle. I said that already. I think it said Seattle. Whatever the score was. Did you write my score down, Joey?
I just got the team. I don't really care about the score right now.
Okay, I was gonna say. Okay, well, here's my score. Here's my score, real quick. 23 to 18.
Ooh,
Okay.
going on. Nice.
All right. Everybody got the scores in?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Cool. That's our predictions for the week. All right, guys.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Kevin,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us, brother. We know you got
Yes,
you got
sir.
family matters to take care of, so
Great job, brother.
Yes, sir. I'll see y'all later, man. See y'all next week, hopefully.
Yep.
All right,
Peace.
Kev.
Peace.
Later,
All right,
bro.
later, guys.
later.
All right, y'all. I gotta jump as well as myself here.
All right, man. Thank you for joining us, Hijacker. Of course,
Yep.
Thanks.
check out Smoking the Bay on YouTube. Smoke NWTHABAY. Log on, check him out. Of course, don't forget to check him out on his social medias too at Mr. Mac. You know the drill. Hijacker, thank you again, brother.
All right, y'all. And I just dropped another release today, CAO Mortal Coil. Really
Okay.
good cigar from CAO. One of the first good cigars they've dropped in a few years. So, yeah, that is live on the Smoke in the Bay channel. Y'all can catch me on Mr. Mac, Instagram, Hijacker Mike. I'm there. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. I'm going to go start drinking now for this upcoming NFL Week 4. So, hope you guys join me on that, too.
Oh, I will.
All
right,
right,
brothers.
brother.
Have a good one.
Thank you for joining
We'll
us,
catch up
man.
with you. All right, guys.
All right.
All right, Hijacker.
Later.
Later.
All right. Man, what a great pick. We got through everybody. We were able to get Kevin's picks in. We were able to get Hijacker's picks in. So that was great. Oh man, what a great end to the show. I mean, do you guys have anything you want to talk about before we close out today's Vet Matters?
I do want to point out something real quick.
What's that?
This is not real life sports related, but I just finished up my game that I'm playing here. I wound up winning this game 85-0, and check out the stats from my running back: 33 carries, 390 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
That's obviously very unrealistic.
But let's see. I'm looking at some quick baseball scores here, and real quick, we can just run these down here. Bottom of the 7th, the Reds are up 9-7 over the Guardians. Bottom of the 8th, the Orioles are up 1-0 over the Nationals. Royals and Tigers tied at 2, bottom of the 7th. Phillies up 2-1 on the Pirates in the top of the 8th. Scoreless game in the top of the 7th between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Rays on top 7-3 in the bottom of the 5th over the Red Sox. The Cubs are on top 5-0 over the Braves in the top of the 5th.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's see. The White Sox are up 4-3 over the D-backs here in the bottom of the 4th. Twins are up 5-0 over the A's in the top of the 4th. Cardinals up 2-1 over the Brewers in the top of the 5th. Dodgers and Rockies are just starting game 2 of their doubleheader that they had today, after the Rockies took game 1 4-1. Later on tonight, we have the Rangers taking on the Angels, the Padres and the Giants, and then, of course, the Astros and the Mariners.
Absolutely. All right. So great slate of games coming up.
Yep.
Of course, the hunt for October continues. Next week will be the final week. So on the sports show, we'll be talking about it. That's for sure. Two quick notes I have from me, actually. First one, the NHL preseason begins coming up, and I want to give shout out to Connor Bedard, the new rookie guy for the Chicago Blackhawks, had a hat trick in his first game as a Chicago Blackhawk in the preseason.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
Nice.
I think I remember seeing something about Connor Bedard saying how feels like he's the happiest man on the planet playing for a team like Chicago's, because I heard something about how he's already fitting right at home and how he's ready to play for Chicago this upcoming season. And I just wish him all the best in the world. I wish him all the best luck in the world.
Absolutely. Connor Bedard is considered by many to be a generational talent. Very much a Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taves, like an Alexander Ovechkin. Very a Sidney Crosby. definitely a once in a lifetime talent. And I'm glad Chicago was able to get him despite the horrible season we had last season. I think this guy's going to be a game changer for us now that Patrick Kane and Jonathan Taves are no longer a part of the organization. So I have a very good feeling about him. And I know one person can't change the team, but I feel like the Blackhawks are going to be a force to be reckoned with once they get all the pieces together around Connor, and Connor's going to fucking go off, I think. One other note before we go, and we can't talk about this, even though we cannot not talk about this, even though it is a sports show. It was reported by a sports network, and that is that ESPN reported earlier today that former AEW TBS champion Jay Cargill has signed a multi-year agreement with World Wrestling Entertainment, and that is huge. Not only in the way they not only huge at the fact they got Jay, but also the way they announced her, the presentation already, the videos of her walking into the performance center with that famous Jay Cargill attitude and strut, just the Triple H with even tweeting about it and talking about her. Let me tell you, this woman is out to be a big deal, and she will be a big deal.
Yes,
Performance
center is going
to be the best thing for her.
I'm telling you one thing real quick. One matchup that is going to come eventually, but one matchup that I am ready to see her in is going to be, of course, Jay Cargill going up against the EST Bianca Belair. I am so looking forward to seeing that match come up soon.
I mean, this is the perfect place for her because she has everything that an athlete, a great athlete has, that charisma, the presence, just she's very athletic for a woman her size. And I'm looking for big things for her in the WWE because knowing Triple H, knowing Shawn Michaels, knowing the rest of the WWE staff behind the scenes, knowing the the producers, knowing the people that help backstage, they are going to get her to where she needs to be. And WWE knows what they're doing, and I hope that she has the greatest success, in WWE. And she had a hell of a run in AEW. And honestly, it would not surprise me if this is the same thing kind of with Cody in AEW, because I don't think the fans truly got Jade Cargill because they appreciated her, for what she did. But I think with the right training, with the right people, getting her into position she needs to be as far as knowing what to do in the ring and just gaining the confidence, as a performer in the ring and obviously on the microphone, I think that with the right training, she will get there. And I have all the confidence in Triple H and the entire WWE organization, to get her where she needs to be and where she wants to be. And this is huge because, Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray talked about this on Busted Open this morning. This was a huge story that broke this morning. And just, it's a win-win for professional wrestling. This is another huge move by WWE, getting a former AEW signed talent. And obviously Cody Rhodes is the biggest name right now, arguably in professional wrestling. And Jay Cargill, on the female side, if she can work hard, train hard, get better and better and better each rep she puts in that ring, she will get there. She will get there. And kudos to her, for getting already a great presentation with the WWE and looking for big things for her down the road in World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's it for me. Any of you guys got anything else before we head out?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good as well. This was a great show with you guys. Just unbelievable how already next week, baseball's playoffs, the MLB postseason will arrive next week, and it's going to be stacked. It's going to be a stacked, baseball run next week, when the wild card, round starts and stuff, and we'll see who'll be moving on to the divisional series in both the AL and the NL and all of that stuff. But other than that, looking forward to another great weekend of football action this week. And it's going to be great. I'm just so excited, that Went to that festival this past weekend in Kentucky. It was a hell of a festival. Hell of a festival. I would recommend this festival to anybody on the East Coast. Or hell, anywhere they're at there. They're at there. Because it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah. But Joey?
Once again, another great show with you guys. It was awesome having a 5-man crew, even if it was for just a few minutes, here tonight. Amazing show as always. Great takes on the NFL games from last week. Great takes on NFL picks for this upcoming week. And like we mentioned time and time again, let's get ready for another week of football. And let's get ready for the last week of the Major League Baseball regular season. We'll be starting the wild card playoffs next Tuesday night, actually. So, we got 1 week to go in the season, but races are just heating up. So wherever you are, enjoy the sports, enjoy time with family and friends, enjoy time no matter what you do. Peace out. And Ezra, wrap this up, brother.
And I will say real quick before we go, I want to give a birthday shout out to our Nation's Crew member, very own Ashley. She is celebrating a birthday today. So happy birthday to one of my best friends in this world, and a fellow football fan herself. She knows her sports. She loves her wrestling. She's a great chick, great friend. Happy birthday, girl. Love you.
Happy birthday, Ash. We love you. We can't wait to see you soon, hopefully. Your Chiefs are gonna rock and roll this week, so let's do it. But Joey, you finished your thoughts, correct, Amunto, good sir?
I did.
All right, cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us as always. Thank you to our 5-man crew for kicking ass and taking names as we always do. Thank you to everybody who watched this video live or on demand, as always. We can't do it without you guys. Obviously, like, subscribe, share, please. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you like, you don't like, or indifferent about. Tell them that the sports show is here and we're ready to roll. Don't forget, next week is going to be cool. Next week is another week of predictions and all sorts of news. And also, we want to stress we will have a show. From what we know anyways, we will have a show on Halloween night on October 31st. It's going to be a scary show if we do it. It's going to be frightening. I might even want to play a game just as a little nod to the Saw series. Saw 10 coming out this Friday. I'll be going to see it. As always, can't wait to see the John Kramer do his best work. But outside of that, we're gonna roll out of here. So, for our 5-man crew tonight, for Hijacker Mike, once again smoking in the bay. For Hijacker Mike, for Kevin Rory, for Joey Thornton, and for Stevie Wyan, I am Ezra Vickery. We will see you right here next week for another great edition of our Nation Sports Show. Take care, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see you next Tuesday, same time, same YouTube channel. We out.
Turn me up. Turn me up.